Hello everyone, and today I'm just going to be going over general basics of Roblox scripting, and hopefully for the new people they will have a general understanding of what scripting is by the end of this video. So let's get started. So you have two types of scripts. You have local scripts and server scripts. So server script typically affects the server and everyone in it, while a local script will only affect the player. So it's more so of a local script only works for the player, a server script works for the whole server. So with that out of the way, when you're in a script, what will happen is, so let's just say this is a server script. Name it to color changer. Okay, so let's just have the R part right here. I'm gonna rename this color part. So what this will do is a server script will change the color part for the whole server. So first you want to create a variable for the part. So the way you do this is local part, you can put whatever you want here, but it generally doesn't matter as long as you can remember and what it is. So, and then you do workspace, and then that's what the part is parented to, so workspace. So if it was like inside of a model, like let's just say it was in the snow pile model, you do workspace.snowpile.colorPart. Anyway, with that out of the way, you can use this variable to just locate the part. So instead of typing workspace.part, all you have to do is type part, and it types that line of code for you pretty much. So you can do part dot brick color. So brick color, that part's brick color is part of its data. So in order to change it, you would have to do brick color dot new, and then just let's just do maroon. So what this will do is, if we play here, yes, it changes the color of the brick to maroon. So with that out of the way, that's pretty much like variables. Okay, so the next thing is the wait command. So all you gotta do is put wait, and then you put the amount of seconds you want it to wait. Either that, or you can go into milliseconds like that. It just depends. So let's just say 5. And then wait till 5 seconds, and boom, it turned maroon. So that's how you use the wait command. So if you want to loop something, you do while wait do. Yeah, while wait do. And do is a line to where it starts a new command for the code. So you have to end it. So in this way, you could put the amount of time and take, but let's just do 1. And then let's add a new line. And let's just say it takes 1 second to cycle through to the next color. Just do blue. So what this will do is you'll change it from maroon to blue every second. So yeah. That's how you loop stuff. Alright, so when you loop stuff, if you don't have a weight on it, this is what will happen. The script has barely any time to react, and it causes something like that to happen. Now we can go on to the different just all the data that the block contains. So it has, if it's anchored, so you do part dot anchored. So what anchored means is pretty much if it just stays where it's at. It does not have any physics applied to it. So if you do true, it will be anchored. If you put false, it will not be anchored. If it's archivable, that pretty much means if it is archivable, it will show up in game. If it's not, it will not show up in game. We already went over brick color. The size, you can change the size, so you can do part dot size, and the way you want to do this is you have to do C frame, and pretty much you change it to the size you want it to be. So let's just say 2, 2, and 2. Alright. How did that work? Alright, you gotta do C frame, not new. Yeah, it should work like that. 2, 2, 2, yeah. Oh, sorry, my bad. No, it's not that. It's vector, yeah, vector 3. Not new. And then you do the size. Yeah, there you go. So the difference between vector 3 and C frame is that C frame is used for calling out position and typically for moving objects. Vector 3 is for generally just resizing it, because C frame also rotates the object. I think I've done enough for that. Let's go into local scripts. So generally the best place to place them is the starter GUI or the starter player scripts. Let's just put it the starter GUI for now. So the way you get your player, so once you load into the game, you have your local player. So you do game dot players dot local player, and pretty much what that does is that it will get your local player. So you can do, by the way, that's another variable I forgot to do. So that's a variable, and then you can do player, and then you can pretty much change all that. So like in the backpack, I'll go over that in another video. This is just for basics. Yeah, you can get the player's name, like if you have like a name tag system. So what you would do is you do player. Here, I'll just make one, just kind of show an example of how local scripts work. So you get a label, and just rename this name. So then you go to the local script and you do player dot, sorry, you go to player dot layer GUI dot GUI dot name, and then you do its text. Hold on. Oh, well, we gotta rename that. Let's just rename it to player name. And then you can do player dot name. And then after that, just you would want to put like a wait to on there because it takes a while for Roblox to analyze everything when you're using your local scripts. Yeah, and as you see, my name pops up there. So pretty much local scripts you use for the player and GUIs. I'll go into like a more advanced video on that. But another thing is you can change properties like of the workspace, like this color part. You can change that, but it won't show up for everyone else. It will just show up for that player. And really using local scripts to run most of what the player sees. Now, you should use server scripts for like things that should happen throughout the server, but I'm just saying, if you use local scripts through, let's just like say example, like your gun aiming, if you use a local script for that, it's kind of hard to aimbot, or etc. It's just, Roblox a long time ago added this filtering enabled feature, and it's pretty much, you have to use it now. It used to be optional, but that's the reason local scripts exist. So, use those in the right department. Also, when you're using scripts, don't leave them laying out in the workspace because it's easy to hack them that way. Put them in the server script service. And besides that, that's just pretty much a basic tutorial of scripting. I'll make an advanced video soon, but till then, like, subscribe if you want more tutorials. Stay tuned, turn notifications on, so I'll definitely be posting more. Alright, bye.